Welcome back. For some time now on the show, we've been following closely the activities of the Southwest Lawyers Forum, Egba Amofin. And that's because according to the zoning arrangements in place, it is a turn of the Southwest to produce a president for the Nigerian Bar Association. We gather that the elections into that esteemed office will hold sometime in July, but preparations are already in full gear to adopt and endorse a candidate for the zone, as has been the practice for some time now. Now, this process has come with plenty of interesting twists, especially against some claims that the ambitions of some of the candidates were threatening to tear the Egbe apart. 5 senior lawyers are jostling to take over from current President Okewali. 4 of them are members of the Egba Amofin, while 1 is a member of the Midwest Lawyers Forum. Some people say that a division in the Egbe may just work to the advantage of the Midwest Forum. But the Egba Amofin appears determined to present a united front. The group held a reconciliation meeting in Lagos on Saturday, the 15th of February. The meeting of the Egbe was very well attended. Senior advocates of Nigeria, 2 past presidents of the bar from the zone, other leaders, and all 25 branch chairmen of the Southwest were in attendance. 3 presidential candidates from the zone were also present. After a short prayer, the meeting was called to order by the chairman of the Egbe, Chief Mandele Aiku, senior advocate of Nigeria. At this point, Law Weekly's attempt to film the proceedings were rebuffed by the chairman of the Egbe, who declared that the meeting was not open to cameras. At the end of the first session of the meeting, we got the chairman of the Reconciliation Committee, Chief Egba Amofin, SAN, to tell us the outcome of the reconciliation of the factions of the Egbe. He told us that his committee met with the elders, branch chairmen, and secretaries 3 different times, during which the group addressed the issues confronting the Egbe. The Egbe has, however, resolved to unite as one under the leadership of Chief Aiku.
The Egbe is being run on mutual respect. It's been run on the traditions of Oòduà. That means to say that where there are elders, things will not go wrong. So we respect our elders. But, you know, democracy has come, and we now have more younger men as chairmen and secretaries of branches. And so we recommended that we should review our operations by having constitutional bylaws, and it was agreed. The totality of the complaint of members is that Egba Amofin Oòduà is restricted to the Southwest, the 6 states of the Southwest. The Midwest Bar Forum has never been part of us. And 2 times now, the Eastern Bar Forum consists of all the Eastern states and South-South. All the Northern Bar Forum, that is Arewa Bar Forum, and the Egba Amofin, we have respected each zoning. The zoning went from west to the east, from the east to the west to the north, and in that circle again, we have had 2. This is the 3rd time, and the 3rd time started with the present president of the Nigerian Bar Association. Now that it's that west, we all take serious objection to the president of the NBA asking the Midwest Bar Forum to come and take the slot of the Southwest. It is not acceptable, and it will be resisted.
After the report of the Reconciliation Committee, 5 elders of the Egbe and all the branch chairmen were constituted into a screening committee led by former president of the NBA, Chief Mrs. Priscilla Queer. The screening committee broke away from the larger group to deliberate and meet with the 3 presidential candidates in attendance. It appeared to be an anticlimax of some sort when the screening committee later joined the larger group and announced that it was yet to reach a decision on a consensus presidential candidate, as has come to be the norm. Following this announcement, the meeting was adjourned. Again, Law Weekly had to find out from some of the members here what transpired at the screening committee's meeting.
I don't think it's It's an anticlimax. What has been achieved today is the unification of both factions of the Egba Amofin. And I think that is some tremendous progress.
But you walked out of the committee.
Yes, one of the three candidates that were invited to address the electoral college was reported to have walked out.
Who was that?
My very good friend, Niya Akintola SAN.
What reason did he give?
No, I don't know, but I think the report was given openly. I think we are left with Mrs. Adekoya SAN and Dele Adeshina SAN. The fourth candidate, Mr. Irabo, we understand, did not show up.
So I think, we can say today is successful. Very successful, as a matter of fact, because we've got almost to the end of it. Everybody has come together. The Egbe is now one. There's no fraction. That is a lot of improvement.
The only small problem we had was the issue of procedure. Some of the aspirants are saying they have submitted their CV, which the new screening committee comprising the branch chairmen have not seen. And so since they have not read their CV, it will not be proper for them to now make an opinion as to the candidacy. So they now say, why don't you go home, go through our manifesto, our program for MBA National, and then you now have an informed opinion when you come on, next Saturday. And we found out that is I said, we want everyone to be carried along. We don't want the situation after we have taken a decision, any candidate now comes up and say, no, I will run, independent of whatever decision that Egba Amofin has taken. And that will be contrary to the spirit and letter of Egba Amofin or whatever has taken place today. So it's also important that everyone be carried along.
Give us insider gist. You were part of the screening process. We heard that a candidate walked out. What was that about?
Yes, a candidate walked out because of this issue of procedure. He was saying, look, he was not informed that he will address the audience today. He didn't have that an idea. And so if he had an idea, well, at least would have gotten himself prepared. And so he walked out.
After talking to some of the members, we of course got the presidential candidates to react to some of the issues as raised by the members.
What happened was that the supposedly committee was put in place, and I raised objection to the constitution of the committee. And I made my point clear. I have on my BB here, where the chairperson of the committee sent a message to me that the screening exercise she was to do on Friday, that was yesterday, have been postponed to further notice, and that further communication will be made known to us, the candidates. And I believe my sister, Mrs. Adekoya, to God, that it's here. You can read it yourself. So we came here today for reconciliatory committee meeting. We are all here to receive the report of the reconciliatory committee. None of us was given the notice of any screening. Beyond that, I also raised a fundamental question that at the Ibadan meeting, two of the supposedly chairmen who were seated there today were disowned by their by their branches. They were disowned, and I asked the chairperson there today, Ms. Priscilla Kwe, we were there, ma. Mr. Oguni, you were there when the people, the five chairmen, the secretaries, the treasurer of those branches came to and denounced their chairman that they were not given the mandate to be where they were. So how can such chairmen who had no mandate of their branches be sitting down and I will subject myself to their screening? This time around, all the members of the executive, at the majority of them, should be involved. What's bad in that? And that's what I said. I said I was not ready to subject myself to. I didn't work out.
It's not the branch chairman who votes. It's a delegates election. The branches vote through their delegates. And so really, whilst the branch chairman would have one vote as a delegate, there are still anything from 9 to 50 votes in each branch. So I'm not sure whether it could have been concluded just on the basis of what the branch chairman decided.
Do you have any faith in the process that is going to emerge at the end of next Saturday's?
I don't know what the process is, so I can't say I have no faith, and I can't say that I do have faith. I'm not sure what the process is. I think it's important, though, that any screening committee should have full information of all the candidates. And the screening committee was appointed at today's meeting, and therefore did not have the full information of all the candidates. So I don't see how they could have come out with a decision today. to that extent, it wasn't an anticlimax. I would have expected that they couldn't have decided today.
There is a calculated attempt to scuttle the endorsements. But whether they will succeed or not, time will tell. We have 25 branches. All the branches were represented here today. Their chairmen were there. Assuming you did not, you were not told that there was going to be screening. But at a meeting here today, a committee was set up. With the approval of the General House, they were present in the House when that approval was given. The five elders and the chairman were all constituted into the screening committee, and they left the general place where we were sitting to go to another place. They had their deliberations. They agreed on their modalities. They agreed that they were going to take a decision today. They just invited the three aspirants to address them. And we got there. One said he was not prepared to address, that is objecting to the composition of the screening committee. It was adequately told that this committee was put together by the House and you were part of the House. That it's too late for you to object. At the end of the day, it worked out. All right? Mrs. Adekoya and myself addressed the House. The question is, why didn't the committee complete their job today?
All eyes will now turn to Ibadan, the Oyo state capital, where the next meeting of the Egbe has been scheduled for Saturday, the 22nd of February. That's the program today. If you have questions, contributions, or suggestions, please send us an email, Facebook post, or tweet at me using the hashtag LawWeekly. Of course, this video and past episodes of the program are on our YouTube page. Be sure to share them and like them. I am Shola Shayeli. Thank you so much for watching.